I've been making monsters for over 40 years. I've always enjoyed scaring people, and now I do it professionally. From Queen aliens to Alice Cooper stage props, we delight in resurrecting the darkness.
Ed, water!
With our tight-knit team of sculptors, artists, and mechanics, we create your worst nightmares. This is Making Monsters. While we were working on the 24 photo ops, we got a call from the legendary metal band Megadeth, who want us to replace their Vic Rattlehead mask. Megadeth is a rock and roll band that's been around for ages, and when you talk about Megadeth, you're talking about Dave Mustaine.
Are you feeling good?
Now, he was one of the original members of Metallica, and he has now embodied this whole Megadeth thing, and I mean, he's the guy. We're making a Vic Rattlehead mask and hands for their stage show. Apparently the one they had was stolen, and so we're going to replace it.
Actually, it's a very, very interesting story, the way this happened. We were out on tour. We went down to South America. Looking out the window, we saw the box that Vic was in, and they took it off the plane. And the guy's knocking on the window telling the flight attendant, hey, they took off our Vic. We watched him say goodbye, and he's somewhere on the tarmac in Peru, and we had to get a new Vic.
Vic Rattlehead, he's a skeletal version of the old see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, like the little monkey guys. Our guest sculptor, Howard, is a huge Megadeth fan, and he's agreed to get a Megadeth tattoo if we'll let him sculpt this mask.
I'm actually going to get a tattoo of the actual mask when it's done. I've actually always wanted to get a Vic Rattlehead tattoo, and it kind of just, motivated me to do it sooner now because of this whole project. To actually work on the sculpt at the same time as getting the tattoo, it's pretty exciting.
I am working on an armature for Howard to sculpt on. Basically, we build an armature for a mask so you can move it around and set it down.
Howard has to start the Vic Rattlehead mask. So that's what this armature is. Typically, Howard uses a bust to sculpt on until he comes up here, and then he has to use our armatures.
You don't want a real big armature if it's going to be a smaller mask, because then it still gets too close to the molds.
The armature is critically important, that the height is right, the size is right, and then you have to make sure the eye holes line up. There's a million things.
We'll take this down to Howard, tell him to use it, whether he likes it or not.
Ryan, I'm working on the Halloween Express photo op. Howard is getting started on the Megadeth mask. Megadeth is currently on tour, and they need this Vic Rattlehead mask right away.
I'm a huge Megadeth fan. When Ed had mentioned that the Vic mask needed to be made, I was pretty excited.
Howard?
How you doing, Ed?
How's Vic Rattlehead?
I don't know. What do you think?
Well, he looks good. I mean, he's so rough, but...
Yeah. Ed's kind of down to the wire because the tour is starting, and they need the mask like yesterday, pretty much. So I literally have one day to do the sculpt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's the vibe.
He's kind of a mutant. His skull's a little bit more bulbous. So I'm really keying into on, making it exact.
What about the things, the
clamps? I'm sculpting them, and Mondo made a mold, so you're going to have plastic clamps and everything.
Good, okay.
That should work.
Good, all right. Well, that's good. Now, you're trying to get this finished tonight?
Sure.
So you get out of time?
Definitely.
Well,
that'd be
you
good.
got a ways to go.
I know. Thanks for reminding me. It's a lot of pressure. It has to look perfect.
After Howard is done with the mask, and now it's time for me to paint it.
This is for Megadeth. They were without their Vic Rattlehead mask for months. In order to paint this mask, the first thing is a white, really an off-white base. And then we come in with the yellow teeth, and I put a little bit of this yellowy nicotine stain look throughout. Then I'll do a rub out, a brown rubbing alcohol and ink rub out. And that gives it the gnarly, bony, old bone look. And then I come back with black and do all the detailing and additional brown in an airbrush. And then the final step, which I'm about to do now, is the silver. When you dry brush it on, it gives it this kind of old metal look, which is great because, you know, it's all about heavy metal. Howard was so excited about getting to sculpt a new Vic Rattlehead mask, getting to meet Dave Mustaine, the founder of Megadeth, and to commemorate all this, he decided to get this tattoo of Vic Rattlehead.
Have a seat, lay down. You need to throw up or go to the bathroom or anything?
Eventually. I kind of brought it up to Ed that I'd already planned on getting a Vic Rattlehead tattoo. So he had mentioned, you know, the project, and I was kind of hinting around that, you know, I do know Chris Chateau.
I wish I could sculpt like that. I think it's beautiful, man. I think it's amazing. It's like Vic came to life.
Chris is a native to Greeley, Colorado. He actually worked for Ed when he was in high school. Would you ever imagine we'd be sitting in Ed Edmonds' office at Distortions tattooing somebody?
Oh, I used to get extreme anxiety going to talk to him, you know, like up in his office. He had the coolest office, too. It was like in the top of the warehouse. Totally cool office. I used to get really nervous talking to him.
It's like going to see the master.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be in his office doing a tattoo.
Getting a tattoo of a mask seems a little odd to me, but I can't say a whole lot about strange things.
There's a clean picture of your sculpt.
And of course, we have the mask right there, too.
I just think it's fun. I wouldn't do it, but, you know, it'll be fun that Howard does.
We're gonna do this in full color.
So how long do you think this one's gonna take?
A long time. About 4 hours is what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Howard. Don't cry.
After casting and painting 24 photos, we are in Denver, Colorado for the Megadeth concert. Howard is so excited about meeting the band that I think he may wet himself.
Oh.
Hello, Dave. Good to meet you.
You too, you
Hey,
too.
Dave.
Looking forward to this.
Nice
Hi.
to meet you. Hi.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Well, now here's the new and improved Vic Rattlehead.
Wow, those teeth are so cool looking.
And hands.
Amazing. This is the best one yet. Thank you. I love it. I think it's really great. I think it's cool, too, because, you know, it seems just a little bit exaggerated, so it's picked up in a theatrical way.
I'm really excited to show Dave the tattoo. I know he's seen a million of them because everybody gets Vic Rattlehead, but I think mine's got a unique twist to it.
Howard did the sculpture, and he was so excited to do this. In fact, he heard in the studio that we were doing this thing. He said,
actually just
I
done
gotta do it, I gotta do it. So not only did he do the sculpture.
I actually have the actual mask tattooed.
Wow, look at that.
As far as tattoos go, that looks realer than anyone I've ever seen. That's probably got to be the best tattoo coloring job I've ever seen. The shading and the gradients, man, that was well done.
I'm completely stoked. This was just incredible. I mean, meeting the whole band, too. I mean, this is just dream come true.
All right, well, he would like to be adopted by you guys, if that's all right.
I'll take him.
All right, bye-bye, Vic. We love you.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you,
guys.
thank you.
Definitely looking forward to seeing it in the final, you know, on stage, see it all tonight, take place with the mask Ed just gave him, so it's going to be really, really cool.
We having a good time tonight, Denver? Let's hear you. Hey, hey, hey.
Seeing it on stage is pretty amazing. I mean, it's surreal still. This is definitely one of the biggest, coolest moments of my sculpting career.
It turned out to be mega fun to go see Megadeth.